There are certain moves that are rather dangerous to perform. These moves are known to cut careers short, and it's not uncommon for wrestlers to abandon that move and introduce a brand new, safer move into their arsenal. It's worth noting that there's no such thing as a completely safe move, as the nature of pro wrestling means that anything can go wrong at any time. Nevertheless, the preceding moves on this list have been confirmed by several iconic wrestlers to have shortened their career. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 9 wrestling moves that have shortened careers. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our on-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 9. The German Suplex. The German Suplex has been a popular move in all the major promotions for decades, and it looks absolutely brutal to take. In recent years, the move has been used by Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar throwing his opponents with so much ferocity that it looks like his opponent is going to break their neck. WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley has called for the move to be outright banned. Foley, during an episode of Foley is Pod, said the move is dangerous and takes years off a wrestler's career. Foley stated, "I just don't like German suplexes. I think that over time they shorten careers and they destroy the quality of life, so people can attack me for that. One, there's little margin for error. It's more margin for error on a German suplex, but it's just over time it's gonna wear you out. You couldn't show the match that Daniel Garcia had with Wheeler Yuta to any reasonable orthopedic guy who would say that what those guys were doing was not going to lend itself to a poor quality of life." Number 8. The original 619. The 619 is one of the most iconic and established finishing moves of all time, and it's drastically evolved over the years. When Rey Mysterio first did the move, he would perform the trademark kick, then follow it up with the signature West Coast pop. The issue here was that it wreaked havoc on Mysterio's knees, so much so that Mysterio had to amend how he did the 619. Mysterio amended the move to include a frog splash or leg drop, and this meant that Mysterio could avoid extensive damage on his knees, which ultimately has prolonged his career. Number 7. The Tombstone Piledriver. The Undertaker is one of the most tenured, celebrated wrestlers of all time, and his finishing move, the Tombstone Piledriver, is synonymous with the dead man. Whilst the move itself is rather safe thanks to the Undertaker avoiding dropping his opponent on their head, it has had a major impact on the Undertaker's health and well-being. The Undertaker performed the move for over 30 years, and this has gradually impacted the Undertaker's knees, so much so that in 2021, Taker revealed that he needs his entire right knee replaced. Number 6. Event Omega. When the Hardy Boys first debuted in WWE, they would use a move known as Event Omega as their finishing move. This would see Matt perform a leg drop from the top rope, whilst Jeff was performing a splash from another corner. Matt would then proceed to use a leg drop as a finishing move whenever he was a singles wrestler alongside the Twist of Fate. The move, whilst exciting, caused a ton of issues for Matt, and he would casually reduce how often he was using the move, as it happens to be one of the most dangerous moves there is. According to Matt, the problems truly began at Unforgiven 2005. Matt was wrestling a steel cage match against Edge, and the finish of the match saw Matt ascend to the top of the cage and perform a leg drop from the top of the structure. This high impact move damaged Matt's body so much that his lower back and his pelvis began to fuse together completely. Now, we're extremely lucky that Matt still wrestles on a regular basis, and it was a smart move on behalf of the former US champion to reduce how often he delivers the move. Number 5. The Rack Attack. A WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella was forced to take a step back from the wrestling world of WWE in 2015 when it was revealed that Nikki had suffered significant damage to her neck. Nikki had herniated discs in her C6 and C7, and it was believed that she was never going to wrestle again. The reason for Nikki's neck injury was because of her finishing move, the Rack Attack. According to Nikki, when the doctors were examining her, they were speechless that she was doing a move such as the Rack Attack 5 nights a week, and this has ultimately caused the extensive damage on her neck. Thankfully for Nikki, she was able to return to WWE, making sporadic appearances over the next few years. Nikki would also make it a mission to find a new finishing move, and this would lead to Nikki introducing the forearm smash, which has been her primary finisher since recovering from her neck issues. Number 4. The 054. The 054 is one of the most impressive top moves in all of WWE, but over recent years, Mustafa Ali has completely removed the move from his arsenal, instead opting to use the standard 450 splash as his finishing move. Ali would answer a fan question on Twitter in relation to why he stopped doing the move, and this is when Ali revealed that the risk isn't worth the reward. If you examine the move, it does seem to heavily impact Ali's knees, and this is likely what the WWE star is referencing. It's a good thing that Ali has realized early on in his WWE career that the 054 was going to cause him long-term damage, as this may have prevented the talented aerial athlete from having further issues down the line. Number 3. The Spiral Tap. AJ Styles has some iconic moves that have become synonymous with the Phenomenal One's legendary career. From the Styles Clash to the Phenomenal Forearm, these moves continue to be used as a finishing move by the former WWE Champion. However, AJ's Spiral Tap move, which used to be a common feature in all of AJ's matches, has been semi-retired in recent years. Naturally, as AJ has been getting older, the ability to perform the move such as a Spiral Tap has become a lot harder. According to AJ during a Twitch stream, if he attempted a move such as a Spiral Tap, in all likelihood he would injure himself trying it. It's evident that AJ is fully aware of his limitations. Removing high-risk moves such as a Spiral Tap from his arsenal have resulted in AJ having a prolonged career, and he continues to feature as one of the major players on WWE programming. Number 2. The Diving Headbutt. A number of high-profile wrestlers have used the Diving Headbutt during their careers. From Harley Race and Chris Benoit to the Dynamite Kid and Bryan Danielson, all of these aforementioned talents had great difficulty with neck and concussion related issues, and it's been heavily put down to the Diving Headbutt being a major factor in their established injuries. In relation to Race, who is widely regarded as the creator of the move, he's admitted that he cites the Diving Headbutt as one of the reasons for his retirement. In fact, during his final few matches, Race stopped doing the aerial move altogether as he knew that's what was causing his immense pain. According to WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, the move has sort of a whiplash effect, which seriously impacts the body. Angle would discuss this while analysing Benoit's use of the move on an episode of The Kurt Angle Show and stated, "Does the move even need to exist knowing what we now know in relation to just how many problems it's caused? The risks certainly outweigh the benefits of the move, and it's time that the major promotions look to ban the move indefinitely." And number 1, Hulk Hogan's leg drop. During his legendary career, Hulk Hogan used a leg drop of Doom as his finishing move, as whilst on paper the move just looks like a basic wrestling move that could be found in any standard wrestling match, in reality, the move is responsible for causing years of wear and tear on Hogan's body. According to Hogan, if he could change anything about his life, he would have picked a different move as his finisher, and he cites the iconic leg drop as the primary reason for his number of back surgeries. Hogan would discuss this topic in depth during an interview on the Los Angeles Times, as Hogan added, "Everyone says they wouldn't change anything about their life. If I could change anything, it would be my finisher. I would never use the leg drop. I'd use the sleeper. All the back surgeries I've had are because of that damn leg drop. I had scoliosis, brother. Dropping that leg for 35 years did me in. I said I had the largest arms in the world, and I should have used a sleeper hold or another finisher with my arms." But there you have it, folks, 9 WWE wrestling moves that shorten careers. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.